So when you think about AI, really think about it. How many of us truly tap into its real power? I mean, beyond just, typing a quick question into a chatbot.
Hmm.
Are we really using it like the powerful instrument it's meant to be? Or
Uh,
just scratching the surface?
it's kind of like most people get handed this incredible Stradivarius violin, right? A priceless instrument.
Yeah.
And they just make a screeching noise with it. They treat the AI like a stranger every single time. But then there's this small group, the masters, who are making it absolutely sing. And the
Right.
result, they're freeing themselves up to do like 92% less of the grunt work.
Yeah.
That difference, that productivity shift, that's really what we're digging into.
hmm And that exact idea, unlocking that kind of radical efficiency, that's precisely what we're exploring in this deep dive. Welcome, everyone. We've gathered insights from, well, all sorts of places, articles, some research, our own experiences, and we're unpacking a sort of blueprint, a way to become what you might call an AI power user.
Mhm.
Our whole mission here is to help you transform something like ChatGPT from, a generic tool into your own personalized expert assistant.
Exactly right. We're going to lay out 7 fundamental hacks. And listen, these aren't just small tips. They're systematic techniques, things that'll genuinely help you move from maybe struggling with basic queries to really mastering advanced AI. And you'll probably find it's surprisingly straightforward to get ahead once you see the path.
Okay, so let's unpack this first one then. To really use AI professionally, like truly leverage it, the first step, the foundation, seems to be getting ChatGPT Pro, trying to do serious work on the free tier. Well, the source material compared it to running a modern e-commerce site on dial-up. It called it a self-imposed handicap. Now, I get that, especially for professional use. But for someone just starting out, maybe just curious, is there still some value in the free version? Or is it really pro or bust if you're serious?
Look, if you're serious about professional output, getting consistent, high-quality results, it's pretty much pro or bust. Because it's not just about speed, though it is faster. The real impact of getting pro is laying that solid foundation. Without it, you're not just slower. You're actually locked out. Locked out of the essential tools that let you achieve real AI mastery. Getting pro is kind of like signaling to yourself, okay, I'm moving past just playing around. I'm serious now. It opens up efficiencies you literally can't get otherwise. It's a totally different beast from the free version. You get that faster processing, priority access when things get busy, but critically, you get the advanced features. Things like Canvas. Think of it like a collaborative whiteboard inside the AI. And custom GPTs, those are your specialized AI assistants. And project folders like dedicated memory banks for big projects. These things are absolutely key for the other hacks we're going to talk about. Plus, higher usage limits, getting the latest models instantly. Honestly, it's a tiny business expense for what you get back in productivity. Huge return.
So the core idea is unlocking those crucial advanced tools and also making that professional commitment, signaling you're serious about it.
Precisely. It's step 1, the essential first step for genuine AI mastery.
Okay, so once you've made that investment in Pro, the next step is about making the AI truly yours, right? Getting past that default.
Mm.
Well, AI amnesia. Which brings us to hack number 2, creating your master prompt. And I have to admit, I still wrestle with prompt drift myself sometimes. That feeling like you're starting from square one every single time. It's like ChatGPT just forgets who you are between chats, which naturally leads to really generic results. What's your biggest frustration with that, and how does this master prompt fix it?
Oh, the biggest frustration from easily the wasted time. Just the sheer inefficiency of having to re-explain my context, my business, my role every single time. It's a math of time's sake. The master prompt. It just completely solves that. It's like giving the AI a comprehensive briefing document. It's DNA for interacting with you. And the really clever part here is the AI-powered interview strategy. Instead of you struggling to write this big, complex thing yourself, you actually get the AI to interview you to build it. There's even a magic prompt example. It's simple. You are a world-class business consultant. I need you to create a comprehensive master prompt for my role as the CEO of your company. To do this, you must first conduct a thorough interview with me. Ask me all the questions you would need about my company, my role, my values, my preferences. Once you have all my answers, you'll use that to create the final detailed master prompt for me to save as a PDF. Begin the interview now. And the AI will just systematically walk you through it. Ask about your company, your specific job, your core values, how you like to communicate, your goals, everything.
And there's a great tip in the source about using your phone's voice to text for answering those interview questions. Makes it much faster, feels more natural, and probably captures your authentic voice better too. And the payoff, this one-time investment, maybe 20 minutes, maybe 45. It can save literally hundreds of hours down the line. Once the AI generates that final prompt, you save it as a PDF. That becomes your universal context file. You just upload that PDF at the start of any important new chat or project, and bang, the AI instantly transforms. It becomes this personalized expert consultant who already knows you, knows your context.
Yeah, it fundamentally changes the game. It turns a generic tool into a deeply personalized expert assistant that gets your unique situation right from the start.
It really is a huge leap. Okay, so now the AI knows who you are. The next logical step seems to be teaching it how to work on specific things you do regularly. And that leads us straight into hack number 3, creating system prompts. These are different from the master prompt, right? Master prompt is who you are. System prompts are what?
Exactly. They're different. System prompts define how the AI should behave for a specific, repeatable task. Think of them like your secret recipes, or maybe magic spells. They get you consistent, powerful results for tasks you do over and over. This is where you tell the AI how to act, like act as a super persuasive sales copywriter, or act as a meticulous technical debugger.
Okay, so job descriptions for the AI, basically. How do you create these effectively?
Well, the source highlights a really smart method called reverse engineering. It's clever. You start by just asking the AI for a rough version of what you need, maybe a first draft of an email or some ad copy ideas. Then you work with it. You chat back and forth, refining, editing, tweaking it until that output is absolutely perfect, exactly what you wanted.
And then comes the magic step, right? The meta prompt.
That's the one. You then tell the AI something like, okay, analyze that final perfect output we just created together. Now I need you to write the detailed expert-level system prompt, the prompt that would have generated this perfect output on the very first try. So for instance, one person used this to build a book architect prompt. Took about 2 hours of refining to get the perfect book chapter outline. Then they used that meta prompt, reversed engineered it, and ended up with this incredibly powerful system prompt. Now that prompt can take basically any public figure's work and generate a whole research-based book outline in their voice in minutes, not hours.
Wow, turning a one-off success into a reusable tool.
And just a little side note, sometimes, if the AI is being a bit stubborn or, let's say, uninspired, some prompt engineers actually play around with adding a sort of playful threat into the prompt, like, if you don't generate this perfectly, you'll be put on a server and shipped to Russia. It's kind of tongue-in-cheek, part of the prompt engineering lore, but it shows how people are always pushing the boundaries, trying to get the best possible result.
Huh. A slightly intimidating approach. So, okay, probing question. What makes reverse engineering so powerful for these system prompts?
It transforms that one-time creative success, that moment of brilliance, into actual, valuable, reusable intellectual property. It captures your insight.
Got it. Valuable and reusable. Okay, moving on to hack number 4, project folders, or as you called them, the AI memory palace. This tackles 2 big problems, doesn't it? 1, the AI forgetting everything in new chats, and 2, just our own human brains being a bit scattered sometimes. Project folders seem to solve both by giving the AI dedicated context for specific things.
Precisely that. A project folder is like a dedicated room in your AI's memory palace, just for one major project. The process is really simple. You just create a new project, give it a name. Then, critically, you upload your master prompt so the AI knows who you are in the context of this project. And then you start adding all the relevant stuff, documents, data, notes, previous chats, whatever is relevant to that specific project. And here's what's really fascinating, the compound effect. As you keep talking to the AI within that project folder, its understanding of that specific topic gets deeper and deeper. It learns along with you, becomes an increasingly intelligent partner on that project.
That deepening understanding sounds incredibly powerful. Can you give us a concrete example? Like, how would this work for someone listening?
Sure thing. Let's say someone's buying a vacation home overseas. Complex project, right? So they create a vacation home project folder. Inside, they upload their master prompt. Then they add the property listings from the agent, maybe a financial analysis PDF from their advisor, scanned legal documents about foreign ownership rules. Now, instead of having like 10 scattered chats where they have to keep re-explaining, remember that Spanish property, or what about the financing, they have one single central AI consultant. This AI has all the context. It remembers everything uploaded and discussed within that folder, so it can analyze different properties, compare financing options using the actual documents, provide super personalized advice, maybe even flag potential legal issues based on those docs it has access to. It completely changes how you handle complex long-term decisions.
Right, so the takeaway is Project folders provide a centralized, deeply informed AI consultant for those nuanced, long-running tasks where context is everything.
That's the core idea. One intelligent point of contact for your big, evolving projects.
Okay, now hack number 5. This is where, for me, it starts to feel really next level, mastering the canvas. This tackles something that drives me crazy. You ask the AI to tweak one sentence, just a small change, and boom, it rewrites the entire darn thing, and often ruins the parts you actually liked. It's so frustrating. How does Canvas fix this? Give us that precision.
Ah, yes, the rewrite frustration. Canvas is the antidote. Think of it less like a chat, more like a living document. Or maybe a collaborative whiteboard. Right inside ChatGPT, it's genuinely transformative for actually co-creating things with the AI. The process is basically a simple 3-step loop, and it's really powerful. First, once you have an output you generally like, you tell the AI, save this output as a canvas. Second, now you iterate. But instead of just talking in the chat, you have a conversation with the document itself. You ask the AI to make specific, targeted changes, change this paragraph, rephrase this sentence, add a point here. And you see these changes happen in real time, often in like a split-screen view. It's almost like Google Docs, but your collaborator is the AI, editing right alongside you. Third, and this is key, you can also click directly into that Canvas text and make your own manual edits. So you're blending your intuition, your human touch, directly with the AI's refinement. It's a true partnership.
That real-time split-screen editing, that seems incredibly efficient compared to the back and forth. And you mentioned a master key connection here, too.
That's right. Once you've iterated and edited, and that document in the Canvas is absolutely perfect, guess what you do? You use that reverse engineering prompt again. You ask the AI, analyze this final perfect output we've created in the Canvas. Now, write the detailed, expert-level system prompt that would have generated this exact perfect output right from the start. So, just like before, you turn that specific collaborative success into a reusable asset, a powerful system prompt you can use again and again.
Okay, so probing question. What's the main benefit of using Canvas for this kind of collaborative work?
It enables really precise iterative co-creation. It lets you refine and build upon good work without constantly starting over or losing bits you liked.
So we've covered personalizing the AI, teaching it tasks, giving it memory. What does this all mean for just, the day-to-day grind, the routine interactions? That brings us to hack #6. Custom instructions. This sounds like the ultimate set it and forget it feature, like putting your home address into Google Maps once so you don't have to type it every single time. It seems designed to save a lot of repetition, a lot of mental energy.
It absolutely does. It ensures every single response you get from the AI across all your chats and projects automatically matches your preferred style and format. You set it once. To really get the most out of it, it helps to think about that 3-layer prompting system we kind of touched on. Layer 1, your master prompt that defines who you are. Layer 2, your system prompts those define how the AI works for specific tasks. And layer 3, your custom instructions. These define how you want the final output presented. The formatting, the tone, the style, consistently every time. It just creates this unified, predictable experience.
Right, setting those default presentation rules. So what are some practical examples? What kind of things should people put in their custom instructions?
Good question. For the what to include part, think about your desired default voice or output style. Stuff like, always keep responses short and concise, or use bulleted lists whenever possible to organize information. Maybe use a conversational and human-like tone. Please avoid sounding robotic. And just as important is the things to avoid section. This is where you say things like, never use common AI crutch phrases like delve into, in conclusion, or in the digital age, or maybe avoid using M dashes unless I specifically ask for them. And there's even a shortcut for this too, an AI-assisted way. You can actually prompt the AI to interview you about your preferences to help you write these instructions. Takes the guesswork out.
Okay, so custom instructions basically streamline all those daily AI chats by making sure every response automatically fits your preferred style and format.
Exactly. Consistency and time saving built right in.
All right, and now, the grand finale, maybe. Hack #7. Create custom GPTs. This feels like the ultimate move. It shifts you from just being a user or even a prompt engineer to becoming something more like a product manager for your own personal AI army.
Okay.
A collection of specialized AI agents, custom GPTs are. They're like dedicated AI assistants built for specific, valuable, repetitive tasks, right? This sounds like a huge competitive edge.
Oh, it absolutely is. It's about building your own dedicated specialized AI assistant designed perfectly for one specific function. Think back to that book architect example we mentioned. That was built as a custom GPT. It was given a really powerful system prompt its core programming that told it exactly how to analyze everything a person has said publicly on a topic and then write a complete book outline or even a full draft in their authentic voice.
Yeah.
Imagine having like a digital ghostwriter that really gets a specific person's style and knowledge instantly.
Whoa, hold on. Imagine scaling that. Taking, say, any public figure's body of work, podcasts, articles, interviews, their entire philosophy, basically, and generating a complete, well-researched book in their authentic voice in minutes. That's like having an instant content factory, like that example with Rob Dyrdek and the topic of time. The GPT analyzed his stuff, created an outline, and wrote a whole readable book draft, pulling in his actual quotes and stories, all in just 27 minutes. And it worked for Gary Vaynerchuk, Sarah Blakely, too, turning creators into authors almost instantly. That capacity is, well, it's genuinely stunning.
It really is mind-blowing when you see it work. And this connects to something called the 928 rule.
Yeah.
The idea is you build these AI systems, these custom GPTs, to handle, say, 92% of the repetitive, time-consuming grunt work. That frees you, the human, up for the crucial 8%, the high-level strategy, the creative breakthroughs, building relationships, the stuff AI can't do. And these custom GPTs, they're not just for your own use. They become valuable business assets. You can share them with your team, ensuring everyone works consistently. You could license them to clients as a unique service. You might even sell them in the public GPT store that OpenAI has, creating new revenue streams. Or use them as the basis for educational products. They are digital intellectual property you own.
Building your own digital assets. And the process to actually create one, it sounds almost surprisingly simple.
It really is, relatively speaking. You start with a system prompt. You've already perfected one. You've probably developed using reverse engineering or the canvas. You go to the Create a GPT section in ChatGPT Pro. You configure its instructions, basically pasting in your battle-tested system prompt. Then you test it thoroughly. Give it different inputs, see how it does, maybe tweak the instructions a bit more. Set the sharing permissions just for you, for your team, or public, and then you deploy it. Your own custom AI agent is live. It's almost like programming, but using natural language.
So boiling it down, custom GPTs provide these specialized, consistent AI assistants that unlock automation, ensure quality, and can even open up totally new revenue streams.
That's the heart of it. Scalability, consistency, and new opportunities.
So we've walked through these 7 hacks, and it's pretty clear they're not just, So the advice is clear. Don't just wait to feel motivated. Start implementing. The source mentioned a habit stack idea integrating AI into things you already do, maybe using AI to summarize your morning news or drafting initial email replies, and also a 4-week mastery path if you want a more structured bootcamp-style approach.
Yeah, and to make it super concrete for everyone listening, here's a clear next action plan you could follow today. If you haven't already, get ChatGPT Pro. And then start that AI-powered interview for your master prompt. Just begin the conversation. This week, aim to finish that master prompt PDF. And then try creating your very first system prompt using that reverse engineering technique on something you created recently. This month, challenge yourself to build your first custom GPT for one repetitive task you do and start organizing your bigger projects into those dedicated project folders. This quarter, set a goal to become the person on your team or among your peers who people turn to for AI advice. Become the go-to AI expert.
It really brings it home. The fundamental question isn't if AI will transform your industry or your work. It's whether you'll be the one leading that transformation or the one watching it happen from the sidelines. Your competitive advantage, it seems, really does start with your very next ChatGPT conversation, ODTRO music.